Okay. So till now, whatever methods we have studied for list, first method we have studied, that is append method, and it is this method it is used to add the element to the list. So if we add string, then it will this string will get added to actual list. But if we try to append any list to new list, then what it will do, it will create another list inside that list. So basically it will add sub list to the actual list. So, and these methods, these things we have seen for list slicing, where we can able to retrieve a particular element based on some index position, and this string slicing we have used both positive as well as negative indexing. And this extend method, it is used to add element to the list, and here element is basically your list. Basically here extend method, it is used to add list to the existing list. This insert method, this method is also used to add element to the list, but here in insert method we'll have to pass index. So basically what this index will do, index will insert that particular element at that index position. So here if you see, we have inserted this IPL at first index, then we have inserted this Python at second index position, then again this list 2 as at third position. Okay. And if I want to add any element at the last, so for last you know, this is -1 stands for last element. Okay. So then we have seen method to remove element. Okay. So to add element to the list, we have three methods: append, extend, and insert. To remove element from the list, we have two methods: pop method and remove method. So basically pop method is will expect index position. So if you don't pass any parameter in pop method, it will remove last element. And if you pass any index position, then it will remove that particular element of that index. Okay. Remove last element. And we have remove method. If you see the difference between pop and remove, in pop we are passing index, and in remove method we pass element. Okay. So if you see here what we did, we have used remove method, and in this remove method we are passing this string. So what compiler will do, or what interpreter will do, it will check whether this IPL exists in your list or not. If it exists, it will remove first occurrence of your list. So today we'll study this count method, index method, reverse method, and sort method. One second. So today we'll see these four methods: count method, index method, reverse method, and sort method. So this count method, I think you are familiar, and we have used this count method in a string also to count how many number of times that particular character occurs, right? So similarly here also, to count the number of occurrence of an element. Okay. So one second. 4, then this is 5, This is 6, 8, 9. We have clear and copy method also, that we'll discuss. List dot clear method, and we have copy method also. Okay, so this count method, it is used to count the number of occurrences of that particular element. So we'll try to check. Let me run this code again. So in list, if you see, I think we have removed. Let me check whether we have duplicate elements. I think in list 3, list 3. Do we have any duplicate element here in list 4? Let me check. Okay, we have this duplicate element. True, true. Um, Let me do again. Let me do one thing. Let me try to add some duplicate element to the list. So in this, I'll try to add true, then false. Here also, I'll try to add 20. Okay, so extend method we have used for list 4. So we'll perform this count operation on list 4 because we have this list 4 uh, having more element than other list. So this count operation will do one thing. We'll use list 4. So list 4 dot count. So how many elements? Let me check how many times this true occurs. Let me check how many times this true occurs. Again, what element I've added? 20, 10. Okay. Let me copy this statement and we'll check count for different element. Let me check for false also. Then in list for what I'm adding. Let me check for Python and list 4. Let me check for this Python. So here I'll have to type single quote because I'm printing a string and there I'm using this double quote again. And this 20. Okay, let us try to print this. Okay, if you see here, we are using discount method to check how many times this particular string or particular element is present in that list. Okay, so if you see here, we have count for true and true present in that list. Let me do one thing. Let me print this list 4 also here, so that you will get idea what is list 4 and you don't need to scroll up for this list 4. Print list 4. Okay, so this is my list 4. So here if you check how many times this true are present, true is present, 1 2 3. If you you will see this true 3 times in this list 4. Then how many times this false present? False is one is here and second is here. Okay, so this Python keyword, Python is also. So basically this Python language is case sensitive, right? So if you see in this list, we have Python 3 times, but 2 times this capital P is there, and for 1 time small p is there. So it will give you only 2, not 3, because this is case sensitive. Then how many times this 20 occurs here? 21 and 2. Okay. So let me check for one element, that is DL. DL. Okay, and DL occurs only 1 time. Okay. So this is the significance of this count function. Basically, this count function is similar to the count function that we have used in string also, which is used to count number of element. In string, this count method was used to count number of characters here, and in a list, this count method it is used to count the number of elements. So basically, this index position, this index method, I think this also we have studied in string, which is used to get the index of particular character, and in list what it will give, it will give the index position of particular element. uh, Let me check for string, 1 second. So let me take this list 3 again. So list 3, let me print it. And in list 3, let me check for some index position. We have true, Python, and this false, and this complete list. Okay, so print list 3 dot index of, what is that, true. Then let me check for another index, Python. IPL is there. Okay, let me print this. So in this list 3, this true is my this stands on my first position, right? And the index of first position is 0. Then where is this false present? At third index position. Because how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me print length also. Length. So my length is 5. So on first index position we have true. The index position of this false is 3. Then Python index position is 1. And this IPL index position is 4. Okay. So basically this index position it returns to get the index position of an element. Okay. So I think you are clear on count method and index method, because this method we have already seen in string also. So this reverse method, let us check. I have this list 2, or I'll try to reverse this list 1. Let me print what is there in list 1. And let me try to reverse it. List 1 dot reverse. Let me check what is the output that I am getting. None, because okay. So did you notice what was the issue that I was getting? So what I'm trying, see, this count method and this list index method, what they are doing, this count method it is returning me the count, right? And this index method it is returning me index. But this reverse method it is not returning me anything. So in that case I was getting none, right? Let me do the same thing. So here I am printing two things, right? Let me comment this. So whenever you use some functions or some methods in print, that time you will have to be careful whether that function is returning anything or not. Okay. So see here what I am getting, none, because this reverse method it is not returning anything, right? What it will do, it is only reversing whatever list you are passing in the reverse method. Okay, it is not returning anything, it is only reversing whatever list you are passing there. So what we'll do, we'll take out this method and in this print statement we'll print only list. Okay, so in this line we are printing actual list, then we have reversed it, and after reversing we are again printing this list one. So we'll see what is the output. So initially my list was Python, stats, NLP, ML, DL, and after reversing, uh, this actual list will get reversed. So DL, ML, NLP, stats, and Python. Okay, are you getting? So basically, the in for example, if you attend any interview and if they ask you, I want number of elements to your list, and I want that element in reverse order. So in that case, you can use this reverse method. This reverse. So let me do one thing. Method 2 I have printed. Method 3 I also have printed. Method 4 I didn't print. See this method and explanation I am printing, because at console window you would be able to see what exactly it is happening there and which method you are using. So this also I'll print. What this remove method it is doing. Pop method, I think explanation I have written already. To remove elements from the list. Method 2 is the method 3. Then we have method 4. This is method 5. And this is method 6. Then we have this method 7. And what this reverse method it is doing, to reverse the sequence of the list. Okay, so this is my method 8. Method 8. Then in method 9, what we are doing, we are using this sort operation. Okay, and basically this sort operation uh, we can able to perform on the list where we have numbers. Okay, we'll try to do the sort on this list one also, where we have all the elements as string. So we'll check on that also. First of all, we'll check on list 2 and we'll try to sort it. So let me print what is there in list 2. And again same thing, like reverse, I'll try to print this sort inside print statement. Let us check whether it is returning me anything or not. If it is not returning, then I'll have to write this sort in new line, and then I'll have to print list 2. Okay, let me run it. So see here also I'm getting none, right? Because this sort is not returning anything. So what I'll have to do, I'll have to use this sort in separate line, and then after sorting I'll print this list 2. Okay, so let me save it and let me run it again. So see, if you see here the sequence of these numbers, right? uh, 10, 20, 60, 30, 70, 40, 20 and 50. So basically actual list 2 is not sorted, right? So we are using this sort method. So what this sort method it is doing, it is sorting all the elements in ascending order. Okay, and if you see here, like in this hint, we can pass one more parameter called reverse. Okay, so by default, if you don't pass anything, this sort method will sort your list in ascending order, and return type it is null, because if you use it in print, then it will not return anything. It will only sort your list. So if you see here, we have reverse keyword also in the parameter. So by default reverse is false. Let me try to reverse this list, and we'll try to set it as true. Let me do one thing. By default sort method will sort. See, I don't have to write method. If you write this empty bracket, empty parenthesis, it means a method only, right? By default, sort method will sort elements in ascending order. Okay, let me try to sort the same thing in reverse order. Reverse and true. And here we print this one, and let us check. Okay, so here if you are not passing anything in sort method, then you would be getting sequence in ascending order, and if you pass this reverse parameter as true, then it will give your output in descending order. Okay, so whenever if you get any requirement where you want list to be sorted, so this same sort method, it is used to sort element in ascending order as well as descending order. Okay, only you need to pass this reverse method if you want output in descending order. Okay, any doubt till here? We have discussed this in count method, index method, reverse method, and this sort method. Okay, so if you don't have any, if you have any doubt, you can ping in chat or you can ask me. If you don't have any doubt, then we'll discuss this method called copy. uh, See, most of the functions that we are getting here, uh, and most of the time we get some idea on this keyword name, right? this reverse method, if you see this reverse, then you would be able to recognize like this method it is used to reverse your list, right? And the sort method what it will do, it will sort your list in ascending or descending order. So similarly we have this copy method. I think all of you know about deep copy and shallow copy. Deep copy and shallow copy in Python. So basically what it will do, hmm, I'll open this. Okay, so this is one image that I got. Uh, Basically, there are two type of copy method. One is shallow copy and deep copy. Okay, for example, uh, here let me do one thing. Let me get this list three. I think we have modified list three. I believe. Yeah. Uh, I'll do one thing. I'll take this list four. Okay, and list 4 I'm getting, list 1 I'm getting, and what is the last list we have is 5. Okay, I'll do one thing, I'll assign this list 6 to list 1. Basically this is my new list and this is my actual list that we have, right? So I'll do one thing, I'll try to print both the list. So here basically I'm explaining how this copy works and why this copy is important whenever you assign any list to another list. List 6, list 6. Okay, method 10. Okay, see here what I did, I have copied like I have assigned list 1 to list 6. Okay, in the code if you see here what I did, list 6 equals to list 1, meaning whatever element we have in list 1 will get copied into list 6. Okay, using this assignment operator. Basically this equals meaning assignment operator, means whatever value we have on the right side will get assigned to left side. Okay, similarly we are defining variables also, right? So whatever we have elements at the right side will get assigned to left side. So here also whatever element we have on right side will get assigned to left side, and here this is the output. So at the output you will see both are same, right? So let me try to modify this list 1. Okay, so let me do one thing, let me pop. If I type this pop 2 times, then what it will do, it will remove 2 last elements. See here, so initially what we did, we have whatever element we are having in list 1, we are assigning it to list 6 and we are printing it. Okay, and here I'll print one statement after Then what we did, we have used this pop method two times. Okay, meaning this pop will remove last element, again this pop will remove last element. Basically last two elements will get removed. Okay, and then I am printing. But see here, I am using this pop method on list 1 only. Okay, not list 6, right? So this pop method I am using on list 1, not list 6. But see how this is affecting your list 6 also. Okay, so it was my original list 1 and list 6. Then after dot pop, and dot pop method where I have used on list 1 only. But see at the output, my list 1 also and list 6 also is getting changed. But this is I don't need, right? If you are performing any operation or in any method, it will reflect that list only, not other list, because here we have directly assigned this list here. So whatever changes you are doing on list 1, that will directly reflecting to list 6. Okay, so this we don't need. So that's why this copy method is very important. Okay, so basically we are discussing shallow copy and deep copy. Okay, so currently what we did, we have assigned list 6 equals to list 1, right? So basically those two lists are pointing to same object. Okay, so whenever we have performed this pop operation on one list, it will reflecting here, and that new list is that new object, this list 6 is also referring, right? So whatever change you are doing in list 1, that will directly reflected to list 6. Okay, but I don't want this kind of thing. Okay, I want two things separate. So for that we are using copy method for to use this concept called deep copy. Okay, so I think this thing you understood, right? So I'll do one thing. I'll appro I'll apply same thing to list 6, or I'll do one thing list 1, and here I'll create new list. Here we have created list 6. Now I'll create list 7. List 7 equals to list 1 dot copy. Whenever you are trying to copy any list to new list, that time make sure that you will have to use this copy method, because if you don't use this copy method, so whatever changes you will do in list 1, it will directly reflect to list 6. Okay, so whenever you want to copy any list to new list, that time you'll have to use this copy method. So it will not reflect whatever changes you will do in list 1 to list 7, that we'll see here. So again I'll copy the same thing, but here I am using list 7. Okay, now I'll pop only one time list 7. Okay, let us check. So here what I did, I have assigned this list 1 dot copy method. Okay, and we'll try to run it. So here see, now we have used list dot copy method. Print here. Print list 1 dot copy list 7 equals to. So if you observed here in copy method, initially whatever operation I am doing on list 1, it will directly reflecting to list 6. Okay, but whenever you use dot copy method, it will create separate copy for this list 7 and list 6. Okay, so here after performing this pop operation on list 1, at the output, if you see here, only list 1 will get changed, not list 7, because this we have separate copy for this list 7. And in first case, whatever operation we are performing on list 1, that would directly reflecting to list 6. So this is the importance of this copy method. So this copy method will create new copy of that particular variable, like this diagram you can able to understand, right? So if we directly assign any list to another list, it will point to same object. But if you use dot copy method, then it will create new object. And this clear method, it is pretty much simple. If you want to clear the list, so let me print this list 1. List 1 dot clear, it will also not return anything, right? So what it will do, it will simply clear your list. And let me print it again. See, initially I have two elements in this list 1. Then after using clear operation, what it will do, it will clear all the elements from the list. So this clear method, it is pretty much straightforward. Okay, do you have any doubt? If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. So basically I'll write all the explanation here. To clear all in the list. To create deep copy object. Okay, do you have any doubt? If you don't have, then we can wind up for today. So I'll be uploading this notebook to Google Drive. So see, we have seen 11 methods of list data type, and all methods are very important. You don't know whenever you get any requirement, then which method you'll have to follow. So all these methods are important. Based on your requirement, you will have to use these methods. Okay, so do you have any doubt here why pop method it is used? Pop method, basically it is used to remove element, and that method, see, if you see here, we are using index in this pop. So by default, to remove element, and in the description only I have written. So if you don't pass index position, then it will remove last element. So in this line, we don't use any we don't pass anything here. So by default, it will remove last element from the list. Remove last element from the list. And if you pass any index position, it will remove element from that index position only. Remove element at index minus 2. So basically this pop method will remove your element based on index position. If you don't pass anything, it will remove last element. If you pass index position, it will remove element at that index position. And this remove method is also used to remove element, but here in remove method you will pass string or name of element. In pop you are passing index. Any doubt? So if you don't have any doubt, then we can wind up. Yeah, who is talking? Okay, if you don't have any doubt, then we can wind up and I'll upload this thing.